In the book of Numbers, we encounter a poignant moment in the life of Moses, one that encapsulates both divine instruction and human frailty. The passage recounts God's command to Moses to gather the assembly and speak to the rock, which would yield water for the thirsty people. However, in a moment of frustration, Moses struck the rock instead, leading to a profound consequence: he and Aaron would not enter the promised land. This narrative is not merely a historical account, it serves as a powerful lesson for believers in Jesus Christ today. At its core, the instruction to "Speak ye unto the rock" symbolizes the importance of faith and obedience in our relationship with God. The rock, often interpreted as a representation of Christ, 1 Corinthians 10:4, signifies the source of spiritual sustenance. Just as Moses was commanded to speak, believers today are invited to approach God with faith and trust rather than resorting to our own strength or understanding. The act of speaking to the rock rather than striking it illustrates the necessity of relying on God's word and his promises, rather than our own actions or frustrations. Moses' actions reveal a critical lesson about the nature of leadership and the expectations placed upon those who guide others in faith. By addressing the congregation as rebels, Moses allowed his anger to overshadow the divine purpose of the moment. This serves as a cautionary tale for modern believers, particularly those in positions of leadership. It reminds us that our responses to challenges must reflect God's character and intentions. When we allow frustration or impatience to dictate our actions, we risk misrepresenting God to those we lead, potentially causing them to stumble in their faith. Furthermore, the consequence faced by Moses and Aaron underscores the seriousness of obedience to God's commands. Their failure to sanctify God in the eyes of the people led to a missed opportunity for them to enter the promised land. For contemporary believers, this serves as a reminder that our relationship with God is not merely personal but communal. Our actions, whether in leadership or everyday life, have implications for the faith community. When we prioritize our desires over divine instruction, we not only jeopardize our own spiritual journey but also impact those around us. In the context of today's world, where distractions and challenges abound, the narrative of Moses and the rock calls us to a deeper faith. It urges believers to engage with God's word actively and to approach him with reverence and trust. Just as water flowed from the rock to quench the thirst of the Israelites, so too does God provide for our needs when we come to him in faith. In conclusion, the story of Moses, the rod, and the rock is a rich tapestry woven with lessons of obedience, leadership, and the necessity of faith. For believers in Jesus Christ today, it serves as a reminder to speak to our rock with confidence, to lead with integrity, and to honor God in all circumstances.